Hi viewers, we're back with a lot more Chamak, and tonight we have a very special guest. She is Sanjana Hossain. She's doing really well right now. She's been known for her exceptional skills as a makeup artist, and she does have a particular talent in making you look very special on your very special day. So let's have a chat with Sanjana. Hi.
Hi, thank you for the lovely intro.
I've known you for a long time.
Very long time, yes.
But I still want to ask you a little about your childhood. Like, how many
Absolutely.
brothers and sisters were you? And like, were you like a tomboy or?
We had three sisters and a brother.
Yeah.
As you know my
Yes.
brother as well. I actually was a very shy kind of girl. I think
Okay.
in school. I think initially I was really shy till I, met my friends in class 6 or 7, and then I started being like really mischievous and stuff. But initially I was like really shy and actually was really not able to talk to
Yeah.
people that much. I think I used to
Really?
be really shy. Yeah. It's just totally the opposite now, but yeah. Initially I was like that when I was a child.
So that's it's funny because a lot of people who are known to be outgoing right now,
Yeah.
they were like very shy when they were kids. And
Yeah,
it's,
I think most of my life I've been an introvert. I think,
huh.
but now with my profession, I think you have to change.
just have
You
to.
have to kind of change yourself. You
Yeah.
have to kind of meet a lot of people and
Yeah.
get going. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's I've learned the trick. Yeah, that's what happened to me. Yeah.
So you also have a niece.
Yes, 2 nieces.
2 nieces.
Yes. Now my other sister, my second Susan.
Oh, yes.
yeah, she had a
The
baby
little
as
one,
well.
yes.
Yes, the middle one. Yeah, she had a
Acha.
baby as well. So now 2 nieces.
How does it feel to be a color?
Oh, it was great when they were younger.
Yeah.
Like, so my elder sister has
Yeah.
a boy and a girl, and
Acha.
that girl is like 12 years old now. And the way she talks, it just really makes me, shocking because when I was 12 years old, I can't really relate to her anymore. It feels
Yeah.
like, oh my God, when I was 12, I think I was really dumb. I had no idea about life. I had no idea what was going on. But when you speak to her now, she knows it all.
Yeah.
She can actually sit here and give you life advice and stuff like that. So yeah, it feels amazing, but it definitely a little strange because they grow up really
Yeah.
fast. So
It seems like that nowadays. Like with,
Yeah.
with the kids, they seem much more older than their age.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
much
yeah.
wiser as well.
Absolutely, and with makeup as well, like with my profession, she is so good at it.
Really?
I swear, she's so good at it. She comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, korte hobe na eta, this is the new trend," and I'm like, "Dude, chill. Like this is my business still." So yeah, no, not bad. I love it. I love my other niece, Isa.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have seen her.
I've seen her pictures.
She's
So cute.
adorable, but she's growing pretty fast as well. She's actually going to be 2 years old on
Don't
the
you want to
20th.
just like freeze them in time? Like
I
just stay there?
I do, because when Sariha was younger, the Meemil's daughter, when she was younger, she was so innocent and cute and stuff. But now she's at that age where she's like, "Kichu bhal lage na, kauke bhal lage na."
She's like a growing young
Yeah,
woman
yeah.
now.
Kauke bhal lage na. She doesn't talk to us much. She's always busy with her friends. So yeah, I wish I could just freeze her there.
Okay,
Yes.
so tell me, how exactly did you get into makeup?
Right. Okay.
Being
Actually,
a shy, introverted person.
Right,
yes.
right. Actually, I mean, you were there,
Yeah.
like kind of.
Yes, I
You
was.
were actually there. So basically, remember the first time when I walked the ramp and how the whole thing happened.
Yes,
I
you
mean,
were also a ramp model, and you did a couple of photo shoots as well.
I know, and how did I do that? Oh my God, now if you come to think about it, oh my God, I don't know how I got on that ramp and just walked without any experience. Or on top, I'm such a camera shy person
Yeah.
at that time, right?
Yeah.
And I don't even know how you got my pictures, and then you call me in. I had like 3 days of some training that Tupapu did for me, and yeah, I think that was the start. I actually always had this fascination of with fashion and
glamour.
makeup and glamour. Choto
Yeah.
kal theke mane shampoo niye, I'm like singing and stuff like that. So, but makeup wasn't the thing. I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
But I just knew that it had to be
Somewhere around
glamorous.
there, yeah, glamorous.
I couldn't just be studying economics and be like, I just couldn't do that. But I think over the years, I mean, like the incident happened, like I went to a friend's place, and that friend had a brochure of this college, London College of Fashion, which eventually I went into. I was in grade 7, so I was going through that, and I just, in my head, I was just thinking,
Grade 7, did you just say?
Grade 7, yes.
That's when you saw that.
That book, yeah. I actually had no idea about that
and then
college.
later on, you actually went to that college.
It's amazing because যখন আমি এটা দেখছিলাম, I actually told myself, এটাতে আমি যাব, এই স্কুলটাতে আমি যাব. That was in class 7.
Talk about dreams coming true.
I know, right? And তারপরে তো obviously আমরা যে এজ থেকে আসছি বা যে জেনারেশন থেকে আসছি, it's so hard to tell your parents যে আমি মেকআপ করব.
I can imagine,
right?
Like, what?
They freak. But so I thought, you know what? I need to experience everything before I know what I really want to do. So from my first barrier was being camera shy, introvert. আমি কারোর সঙ্গে কথা বলতে পারতাম না অত freely or anything like that. But I think that ramp thing, that modeling thing, which I actually didn't do it for too long, but it was just for fun. And that's where I met you guys. I actually met you before that.
Yeah, we met before.
But that kind of helped me. But then eventually I realized that's not what I want to do. I want to be in fashion, but not in front of the camera, something behind the camera.
Yeah.
However, so তখন in grade 7 I was like, হ্যাঁ যাবো maybe এটাতেই যেতে ইচ্ছে, মানে বলছি just whatever. Then I did my O-levels, and then it was time for A-levels, and that's when I knew something happened. I just knew I didn't want to do this anymore. And I turned into a rebel daughter.
I can imagine, like, your parents going like,
what is makeup? Makeup নিয়ে কে পড়ে?
পড়াশোনা করে makeup নিয়ে.
Imagine. So O-level দিলাম, and then I was like thinking, আবার আরো 2 বছর পড়বো, something that doesn't interest me. It's not, I mean, most people আমাদের বয়সের, I think they did whatever their parents asked them to do. But with me, I just thought that it would be just a waste of my life, আরো 2টা বছর to just do this. And I don't have any interest. So এখন চিন্তা করলে I feel like I've been lucky enough to kind of realize it তখন and not like later on. Because and touch wood, my family's been very supportive throughout, though they freaked and they were like totally against it at the beginning. But I actually didn't start off with makeup though. I actually did fashion designing for a year.
Really?
Yeah. I went
didn't
to
know that.
yes. I because O-level পড়ে তো straight I couldn't go abroad. And my parents were like, no, you're not going to go. তোমাকে A-level দিয়ে যেতে হবে, right? So then I was like, ঠিক আছে কি করবো? And that was the only time যখন fashion designing was coming up, and I thought, okay, shortcut. Like, let me just do this something at least to do with fashion. I got into FID, তখন যে ছিল, and then I went to Bangalore, finished that and everything, then came back after a year. Hated it. It just wasn't my thing. I just didn't like it at all. Too stressful, not my type of thing. তারপরে I actually went to London, moved to London, and before that I think I did a shoot with Ruma. I think you've seen that shoot as well.
That
and
was
I
a
figured,
really nice shoot,
I know, I remember, and then you were messaging me, আমি করবো তোমার সঙ্গে shoot, and I was like, yeah, I'm not too bad. I know, right? So it just kind of happened. It just মানে মনে হলো যে মানে একদম মানে fell on my lap পুরাপুরি. And then I figured that like I'm not too bad at this. তখন মনে হয়েছে যে এত খারাপ না তো আমি. So I could actually pursue this. Then I went to London, and I actually took a break from studies. I kind of worked for a few years, and then I tried to apply for London College of Fashion, and then my brother obviously said, হবে না, তোমার কোনো art background নাই, which is true. I actually don't have any art background. আমি কিন্তু একটা ফুল আঁকতে পারি না. I just can't draw anything, right? I'm like really bad at this. And then he was like, no, London College of Fashion is one of the best fashion university in the world.
I know.
ওখানে মনে 300 মানুষের ইন্টারভিউ নেয়, and then 50টা মানুষ মনে হয় পায়. So, but I have always been very, very positive about my life. I think there's something that আমি যদি কিছু চাই, I work really hard towards it. And I told my brother that day that আমার কেন জানি মনে হয় I will get into it. And it's like, না, হবে না, এটা হবে না. But luckily for me, something happened. I got it. আমি যখন ওখানে ইন্টারভিউতে গেছি, I was sitting there with like এতটুকু একটা পোর্টফোলিও আমার, তারপর বাংলাদেশের একটা পোর্টফোলিও.
Really?
Like literally I had no idea what portfolio means or what it has in it. and there were people with like এত বড় বড় portfolio. You know how art portfolios are, right?
Big ones and
big
everything.
ones, and they've got projects and things to show and everything. So I was sitting there and thinking to myself, oh my God,
what am I
like
doing?
কোথায় hide করবো আমি আমার portfolio there right now. But I think it was just luck. I think it happened, and I was like the only, I think, Asian person
I'm
who
sure
actually got
a
in.
little bit of talent also had to do with it as well.
Yeah, I'm sure. I guess, yeah. I think so.
So Bangladeshi কাজ নেই, you that was in your portfolio.
Yeah, তখন তো কোনো কাজই করি নাই. I just moved to London. So I actually had nothing. I just had Ruma's pictures. That's all I had. But I tried my luck. I thought, give it a shot. If I don't do it, maybe then I'll regret it. So I did, and mashallah, alhamdulillah, I've just got in. It's been.
So how long were you there?
I was there for 2 years.
Wow, okay.
I did a diploma and a foundation. And then I moved to another university to finish my degree on specialist makeup.
Okay.
So I've actually did a degree on prosthetics. So I'm specialized in like movie makeup. So
interesting.
So I loved it. I actually loved doing that. And I had never had a plan to come back to Dhaka actually. So this happened very randomly. মানে একদমই planning ছিল না. So my ideal plan was যে আমি লন্ডনেই থাকবো and I'm going to work with like all these people, মুভিতে কাজ করবো and stuff. But I guess because
prosthetics তো ওইটা বাংলাদেশে তো hardly
budget নাই, like they don't have a budget. So sadly আমি এখানে করতে পারি না ওই জিনিসটা, because prosthetics এমন একটা জিনিস, you really have to be precise. You have to be, but it has to
transform.
look real.
Exactly.
A lot of people এখানে offer আমাকে করে যে আপনি করে দেন, কিছু হবে না, but I just don't feel like মানে করে দিলেই হবে, that's not the type of work I do kind of thing. So I don't actually take any kind of jobs ওরকম, but I'm hoping
maybe
in the future.
Hopefully our film industry is going to grow enough for you to actually be able to do that.
I hope so. Before I get too old. Yes.
Well, we'll try to stay positive.
Yes, absolutely. I'm always positive. So
okay, I'm very curious because the thing is, makeup, like I know also how I learned a little bit how to do it right by
You're
myself.
Pretty good. So fishing for a compliment.
No. So when you're going to study there, right? Tell me something. Did you feel like basically they're the basics, but then you're actually studying it?
You know what? It's really shocking for me as well, because when I got into that, our idea was makeup করবো সারাদিন. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. But that's not what I did.
Okay.
Makeupটা মনে হয় সবচেয়ে least করছি actually.
Really?
Yeah. We had more project works. We had more live drawings and stuff. The most weird one was I had to study physiology and anatomy. Yeah, for like a year.
Wow.
And I'm like, dude, this is not what I wanted to study. Like, I thought it was just going to be makeup. But it was so intense because I did a degree. So we literally covered everything.
But that makes sense because you are going to perfect.
Exactly.
Anatomy in a way.
So we had to study that for a year. We had to know exactly কোন bone কি হয় কি করে. So it was pretty intense, and মানুষে মনে করে যে like কি পড়ছে মেকআপে. There's so much to learn.
I'm sure you get that often. Like makeup নিয়ে পড়াশোনা করছো.
And I'm like, trust me, আমি নিজেকে চিন্তা করি like, what can you study makeup but there's so much to learn.
Now it makes sense, because if you're going to do makeup, then you should also know what you're working on. Like your face is going to be your canvas in a way, right? So you need to know
skin, kiki hoy, and especially because I was going towards prosthetics. You needed to know like
the anatomy.
pura jante hobe like bruises and cuts and skin textures and তোমার allergies. একদিন দুই দিন পরে reaction, colors, changes. God, I went through a lot of hell because you had to go through all these books, see blood and
gruesome
pictures, and color কেমনে change করে. That wasn't the fun bit. But other than that, it's so exciting. The whole thing was
I can
so
imagine.
Exciting. It's amazing.
It's amazing because you're actually doing what you love and what you're comfortable in.
Absolutely.
I guess that's the thing with people, like when you know what you want to do, when you don't know what you want to do, you kind of like dabble here, there till it's where it clicks, it
You
clicks
just
and
feel
you
it,
know, and you
from
know that
within.
this is what you want to do.
Yeah. Even though like a lot of people said, I mean, "Kichhu hobe na tomar." Like at that time, I mean, imagine,
Yeah.
not many people were doing makeup at that point of time. Like I'm talking about 2008, 2007, money, like people,
Yeah.
girls like us
Yeah.
who weren't actually doing makeup. Ekhon to recently we have started doing studios and stuff. But
Yeah.
age to it was only Farzana Shakil
Yeah.
and Persona,
Yeah.
the parlor,
Yeah.
and Ogula. So at that point, a lot of, even my dad,
Yeah.
every time he used to speak to me, he used to tell me, "Ma, tomar to kono chakri nai." I'm like,
Chakri
yeah. Ki korba? And I'm like, Abba, and in my head, I was thinking the same thing. Actually, ki korba after this? Like, what is my job? But like I said, I was never planning to come to Bangladesh. I mean, I was planning to settle in London.
Yeah.
But I'm glad, actually, I'm here, I'm back.
Yeah.
I love it here.
And you're happily married and happy.
Yes, I'm happily married. My life actually changed in 4 months. I came for my sister's wedding. I stayed back for 3 months. I kind of advertised a little about my work.
Yeah.
I got booked till March. I met my husband in December, and then I got married in May. So from October to May, I think I just, my life just turned.
happened.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's good. I mean, I'm happy.
Mashallah.
Yeah.
That's great. Talk about like, you know, going with a bang.
It
It just
I needed it, I think. I just needed one. So yeah, mashallah, happy. Very
Touch wood,
happy.
that's really good. See, the one thing that I like, I've seen the pictures
Yeah.
of your brides and
Yeah.
everything. What I liked about it is because you're a bride, but it's still natural.
Yeah.
And when I got married, I was also worried about all the layers and stuff. So
Yeah.
this thing that we have, which is Bangladeshe parlor যেটা করে বা makeup artistরাও করে কিন্তু, which is these layers and layers and layers. Do we really need them? Because that's like so many layers. And it's like white, and then yellow. And like,
I know, they just lose the plot.
yeah,
Literally.
because you know, at the end of the day, you wanna have your wedding night, and then what are you gonna do? Like, wipe the makeup off your
Pretty much,
face for like
pretty
half of the
much.
night.
I think that's what people have been doing for a very long
Yes,
time.
they
It's
have
something
been.
that I can't really tell you today that it's bad.
Yeah.
It's something you shouldn't do. Or
Yeah.
Because এত মানুষ has been doing it for so
Yeah.
long. You can't
Yeah.
really say that it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It does work,
It
obviously.
does work, yeah.
এখনো, I believe, like 99%.
They still do the same sort of makeup.
And they want that makeup.
Yeah.
You know, like they want that makeup. Just recently, you know, like a lot of my clients, you know, they come to me and they're like, আপু আমাকে অনেক ন্যাচারাল মেকআপ দিবেন কিন্তু 3 shade lighter. And then I'm like, the 3 shade lighter is not natural for
Yeah.
you, because imagine if you're 3 shades lighter. But for me, I think I have realized, I've come to terms with this. Actually, the way we are brought up,
Yeah.
we have this idea that being dark is
not attractive.
Not attractive.
Yeah, I know.
And it's not আমাদের fault, it's just আমাদের ভিতর ঢুকাই দেওয়া হয়েছে মানে when we were growing up. I think first thing I remember, একটা cream I remember is Fair and Lovely.
Yeah.
From the youngest, the oldest time, that one cream.
Yeah.
সবার ঘরে ঘরে.
And it
Fair and
dominated
Lovely,
the screen and
yeah.
everything. Yeah.
মানুষ has been using that forever just to be brighter and fairer. And they, so I feel like with women, what happened is আমাদের মানে South Asian countries they've become very much কি বলবো, মানুষ বলতে বলতে ওদের কেমন self esteemটা এত কমে গেছে যে মানে they cannot believe that they're dark, মানে they cannot accept it.
They cannot accept it.
They
Yeah.
cannot accept it at
They
all.
must do something about
They
it.
must
That's
do something.
The Fair and Lovely and the
চাকরির prospect better, বিয়ের prospect better if you're fair.
That's so
if you're
sad,
dark, then not happening.
You know, but the funniest thing is, people abroad would kill for our complexion.
Absolutely.
Right?
And that's where I come from.
Yeah.
So when I moved here, the first thing I thought to myself, and I told my mother when she was like, Koro, I said, I don't think they'll like my work. Because over there, even the Indian brides and all those brides, they're quite natural.
Yeah.
We like to make you look glamorous,
Yeah.
but yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the main idea.
Yeah, because that's if you don't feel special in your own skin, how
Then what's the point?
Exactly, the
And
special
this is
day
your
is not
special
special.
day.
Yeah.
So imagine like your husband looks at you and go, I don't even know who you are.
Because
like,
close up, you're thinking,
what happened to you, right? So initially when I came here, the idea was I am going to promote darker skin tone, regardless.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do. And I did that.
Yeah.
Actually, when I started off, I took few dark models.
Yeah.
Did work on them, came out beautiful.
I saw
and I posted it on Facebook. But I got a lot of mixed reviews from that. You know, there was rumors everywhere that I only do dark skin. Oto forsha skin korte pare na. Yeah, that's weird. And then they said, oh, oto dark, ejono shudhu dark makeup kore. And stuff like that. But tokhon I was more like, this is what I'm going to do. Eta chhara ami korbo na. I'm not going to change your skin tone at all.
Yeah.
Because that is what I believe in.
Yeah.
I believe you should embrace
Yeah.
your beauty, whatever
Yeah.
it is. You are beautiful in your own skin. You need to embrace that. You need to be confident.
Yeah.
Every woman should have that in them.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, being in this country for a few years now, I've realized that you have to tweak it a little bit.
A little bit, yes.
Just to make them happy.
Yeah.
It's their big day. You want to give it to them. But mashallah, mane, I would definitely tell you this. Je, there's a large number of people who their mindset is changing.
Yeah, it is.
It's a slow process.
Yeah,
it's a
slow.
very slow process.
But it's happening, yes.
It's happening. It's getting there. And I hope je amade je niche generation, I think they're going to bring change
I
to
hope
this
so too.
society.
Yeah.
It's so needed.
It's so needed.
It's so needed because I see these brides and the desperation of trying
Wanting to look fair.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's like I want to shake them and go, wake up. It's okay. Look at you. You're beautiful.
Yeah.
And you can look so beautiful just being yourself, like with your own skin tone. I mean, being dark, there's nothing that's not harmful.
Okay, so do you have any like unique or funny stories about this Kalo May wanting with becoming Shada, turning into Shada?
In my studio?
Yeah.
That never happened.
Yeah. No, I know that never happened, but you know wanting that or like...
They do. So one incident in particular, I'll tell you what happened. So this bride who did her makeup with me and... basically, she didn't know that she was getting her makeup done by me.
Okay.
And I didn't know that she didn't know what type of makeup I do. And she's super, she's dark.
Yeah.
And so bhalo kotha, she came in. I think her cousins booked her in with me and stuff. So bhalo kotha, so we did the makeup. She was super happy. Everything. And then the shashuri came to pick her up.
Yeah.
And the most weirdest thing happened. So we were talking, me and the bride, we were talking, chole jabe, she's happy with her look and everything. The shashuri walks in, looks at her, and the first thing she said, oh my God, amar buke to kalo kero lagteche. She was, she couldn't believe her eyes. She just stood there and she's like, oh my God, মানুষ কি বলবে আমার বউ এত কালো ও মাই গড আপনার কাছে কোনো সাদা পাউডার নাই
সাদা powder.
হ্যাঁ সাদা পাউডার because I then 8 বছর পর I realized there is a powder called magic powder যেটা পার্লারে ইউজ করে
No.
Yes, there is a powder called magic powder. And what happens with that magic powder is you know তুমি তো মডেলিং করছো অনেক and you know how pancake thing works. So লাস্টের দিকে যে ওই ম্যাজিক পাউডারটা দিয়ে দেয় that's when you like
Becomes
oh my God, bhoot. I will let you. That's
So
me, not
it
bhoot,
does
but
do magic.
It does do magic. It
The wrong
turns you
sorts.
into yes,
A voodoo doll.
So, and she kept on insisting, যে please আমার বউয়ের উপরে আপনি সাদা পাউডারটা লাগান কারণ আমি ওকে নিয়ে মানুষের সামনে যেতে পারবো না So bhalo kotha, while she's saying this to me, I was looking at the mirror and looking at the bride who was in front of the mirror. And I could see aste how she's getting all upset. And this upset is not even that upset. Oh my God, my shashuri didn't like the way I look. It's just that the fact that because she's dark, the shashuri just cannot stop
talking about it. That
and
it's
she's
a problem.
ashamed to take her in front of her friends and family because she's dark. And that really upset me to a certain extent.
Yeah,
It made me
because
uncomfortable.
that's
With
not
Chomane.
nice, actually.
It wasn't nice. And I was just telling you, obviously, it's not my place to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. But however, I still did. And I went up to her and I said, if you really wanted your bow to be shada or forsha, then you should have gotten someone like that. I mean, why forsha bow, you know, there's so many forsha women out there. Then why get a girl who's not forsha and then try and make her look forsha and then present her in front of people? What are you doing to her self-esteem?
Exactly.
Why are you doing this to her
on her day?
This
is her day, and you're making her feel like small.
And obviously the shashuri did not give any patta to what I said.
She probably didn't even realize what you're saying.
No, and then she was super unhappy and she made me feel like I did a bad job, and she left. But something that really I can still remember, mane atos ye bhabe, it is so new to me, because I've learned makeup bideshe. I've associated my pura oi makeup career ta bideshe, where these are not
problems. They're not problems. Actually, it's an asset.
Yes.
To have a tan.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I actually was working for this company called Blackout before, a few years before I left for Dhaka, and that company is actually just for black people. And that's the first time when I actually realized যে কতটা সুন্দর লাগতে পারে being dark or with that dark skin. I mean, when it's so versatile, you can create, and the colors, এত সুন্দর, it actually looks better on them than forsha people, because the colors look more vibrant, they look more elegant, and যেটা আমি তোমাকে কিছু আগে বলছিলাম যে because they're dark, their highlight and contour kind of shows more. Define like Arabic.
Exactly, I was just saying
that. You know, and few
that's
things
why it seems like darker people have better bone structures.
Mone hoy, but of course not. Fairer people do, you know, obviously they're very beautiful as well. But darker skin tone have a perk. কয়েকটা জিনিস যেটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি একটু ডিফারেন্ট ওদের জন্য, ওদের অ্যাসপেক্টে, যেটা ফর্সা মানুষের অতটা হয় না। সো ওইখানে কাজ করার পরে I actually realized the fun and it's so exciting to work on dark skin tone. You can actually do a lot with that skin tone. But Dhaka it's like a completely opposite.
It's almost like it's like factory. You go in, come out looking just the same.
And just the other day, actually, I'm going to tell you this thing happened. So, another thing I also realized in my career in Dhaka, not many people know how good they can look in their own skin. Actually, which I don't think many dark people নিজেদের skin tone নিজেদের করে সুন্দরভাবে সেজে কোনদিন দেখছে নিজেদেরকে যে how good they can actually look. Because I met this girl, this client of mine. She specifically said that she's from Puran Dhaka. And you know how Puran Dhaka bows are really flamboyant. They like to, you know, they even have their tiara going on. So, you know.
An old bow.
Okay, so did you have your tiara on?
No.
But apparently it's a tradition. So I have a lot of brides who wear that. But however, so she asked আমার কাছে, and then she was like, আপু হ্যাঁ, you know, please আমাকে একটু ফর্সা বানান, আমি তো পুরান ঢাকার বউ, and I need to do this and do that, and I'm like, you know that আমি ফর্সা তোমাকে বানাই না, you know, I can give you like a shade lighter maybe just for your satisfaction, but I actually don't, that's not what I do. And then she's like, nah, আপু আপনি please করেন, whatever. So I was like, okay. So when she said আপনি আমাকে ফর্সা বানান, in her head she's thinking that অনেক ফর্সা, right? However, so I kind of did it my way and did what I thought looked best on her. And then after I did it, I felt a little guilty. Because I thought to myself that this is not the forsha she was looking for. This is her day, you know. But of course, I am not going to do what you're asking me to do, because then that's not, doesn't work.
Then you should do your own makeup, right?
Or you should just go find, I mean, not everyone is going to like my work. I mean, not everyone is going to be my client, and I totally understand that, because I have a certain style of work that I do, and I enjoy it, and I'm very happy with what I do. But I guess she liked my work, but she wanted to forsha work. Anyway, so I did that, and then I felt a little guilty, and then I said, তোমাকে আমি touch up দিয়ে দেব একটু পরে, because I just felt like she was একটু confused or disappointed, but they listen to my story, right? So ভালো কথা. So she went to get her kapor chupor makeup shesh chul shesh and kapor porbe. So ekhane side I'm like thinking to myself that oh god, you know, she doesn't seem happy, maybe she's not too happy. However, so jokhon ber hoyse, so I said I'm going to make you a little lighter.
Yeah.
But to my surprise, she turned around and she's like, nah, Apu, please.
Really?
I said, nah, I'm going to make you Forsha. Because what happens, they don't tell you if they are upset with something.
Yeah.
They go outside and then they try and, you know, make comment and make you look bad. But if you don't tell me what you want or what type of look you're looking to go for, আমি তো জানি না. Right, because in my head I know that you know what type of work I do. তুমি আসছো আমার ওইটার জন্য, right? And I had this experience কিছুদিন আগে with this girl. However, with this girl it was a little different. So in my head I was thinking, you know, she's probably একটু shy, আমাকে বলতে চাচ্ছে না, you know, she doesn't want to tell me. I said, না, আমি তোকে একটু ফর্সা বানাবোই. So while I was having this conversation with her, her sister walked in. And I think she did her makeup from Labelle.
Acha. Okay.
Yeah, she did her makeup from Labelle. And then when she walked in, I swear, I just looked at her and I was like, dude, এখন তো বউ will start crying. Because the sister looked so much more dressed up than my bride that I got a little nervous. I was like, oh my god, you know, কি এমনি সাদা বানায় নাই. And then, however, but the thing is, আমি ওকে যতবার বলছিলাম, she refused to take it.
So she really liked it.
Yeah, and
she saw
that's
herself.
exactly what I was trying to tell you, that not many people know how good they can look in their own skin. So when she saw herself looking that good, she didn't care about being white. So tarpore ami sara raat, I swear, I thought about it like, oh my god, she's going to come back tomorrow, because of reception ami korchilam. She's going to come back tomorrow and she's going to say something to me. And she walked in with a $1 million smile and she's like, Apu, everyone loved it, you know, amake etto sundor lagchilo, amar prottekta picture sundor asche. And you know, it was a relief. Because when she walked in, she wanted to be
look like that.
But then I kind of changed her mind.
That's amazing, isn't it?
And then when reception makeup korchilam, she said, Apu, please apni amake to forsha banao. So, you know, one down, many to go, but it's working.
Great. You know, I think that's amazing that you're actually doing this, because it might not seem as much, but you are actually kind of reconfiguring the dynamics of how we think in terms of
a little bit. I'm trying to help a little bit at a time.
But you know, everybody needs to do their little bit, and it comes to something big.
Because initially যখন আমি শুরু করছি, a lot of people came up to me and said, you know, your business is not going to run. A lot of people said, যেটা হবে না, because তুমি ফর্সা বানাও না, you know.
Not in the forsha making business.
No, you know, এটা হবেই না. And then I was like, you know what, প্রথমে I got a little, oh my god, is it true? তাহলে কি আমি একটু সাদা বানাবো? I got a little confused. But then, you know what? I said to myself, nah, this is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick to it, and I'm going to see how it works, how it happens. I will make it happen. It will change. আমাদের একটা 99% of the people are dark. You know, we are dark-skinned people. We need to accept it. We need to be proud of that. I cannot let these young girls just go out there feeling so, you know, কি বলে এটাকে, মানে not confident enough to be themselves and be, you know. So I thought, you know, I'm going to stick to this, and I'm sure একদিন না একদিন it's going to work.
I think একদিন হবে, because, and I think that day is coming sooner, because nowadays parents are actually much more in tune with these things. And
the kids as well, I think they know what they want. So that helps. But with us, it was just more like what Amma wants. That's what we are going to do. But with kids nowadays, they exactly know. Like, all my clients are mostly 21, 22 years old. They come in, they're like, Apu, you know, owning natural chai, please beshi makeup diye na. So they are my clients. You can just tell. And I'm hoping, inshallah, there'll be a massive change soon, hopefully.
So, what about your mom?
Oh, I tell her all the time. She's like, I tell her all the time. So every time I'm going out, every time. So just before I'm walking out of the door, I'm like, Amma, কেমন লাগছে? It's like, হ্যাঁ, অনেক সুন্দর লাগছে, but একটু সাদা পাউডার। I'm like, dude, like, what's your problem? What's this fascination over being সাদা? And I told her the other day, যে people like you, তোমাদের মতন মানুষদের জন্য অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমরা এরকম সেলফ মানে লোথিং একটা কেমন জানি হয়ে গেছে, মানে আমরা we don't have confidence in us তোমাদের জন্য, because you guys আমাদের মাথার মধ্যে ঢুকাই দিছো যে ফর্সা সুন্দর। যেরকম মাদের কমপ্লিমেন্ট ফর আস ওয়াজ like আমার বড় বোন আর বড় ভাই is ফর্সা and আমার মেজো বোন আর আমি we are dark. And every time we have this conversation about color, my mom is like, হ্যাঁ তোমরা দুজন বাংলাদেশে জন্ম নিয়েছো তো, আর তোমরা হওয়ার সময় আমি কফি খেতাম অনেক। I'm like, Ma, it's like, that's crazy. And she would say that, and then she's like, and compliment for us is more like, তোমাদের নাক নকশা অনেক সুন্দর। It's like, তোমার dark, but তোমাদের নাক নকশা অনেক সুন্দর। It's scary. I think it's scary. I think half of my life I was so shy and an introvert. It's probably because of that.
It could be,
It's probably because of that.
It does affect you. It would affect anybody.
Oh yes. Growing up, for me, I probably thought, I don't know now, because I don't think like that. But growing up, I probably thought, oh my God, I'm dark, I'm hairy. People don't think I'm pretty. I'm chubby. I don't know, like lots of problems.
And these are problems that every young girl faces.
And সবাইকে বলে এটা, মানে you're like 13 years old. Why are people after your body? Like তুমি কত মোটা, তুমি কত শুকনা, তুমি you're just 13 years old.
You're just 13.
Yeah, but আমরা এইভাবে আমি সেদিকে একটা আর্টিকেল পড়তেছিলাম, how these kids grow up to be so self-centered, মানে self-loathing, self-centered, মানে so it's because of the mother. Because the mother stands in front of them and keeps complaining. So that's what affects, I think.
I think, with the younger generation, or the Bapma is probably like a little more, maybe traveled the world, has seen a little more. So they're probably a little out of that mindset. So ওদের বাচ্চা কাচ্চারাও একটু ওরকম ভাবে হয়েছে, so that's why nowadays
and
young
the exposure
kids,
to everything, media, everything's changing.
I don't know if people know this, but Americans or বিদেশে কিন্তু they actually do a fake tan. They go through this whole process to actually look like us.
Have you seen some women back in London or America? They're orange.
Speaking of orange, we have the president.
Yes, there you go. So they love, ঘন্টার পর ঘন্টা রোদে বসে, you can have skin cancer, but they don't care about that.
They don't care about that.
They don't care about that. They actually, when they look at you, they're like, oh my God, কেন আমার হইল না?
I know.
And we are exactly the opposite. But I think it has something to do with যখন ব্রিটিশ আমাদের উপরে রাজ করে গেছিল, I think that ওদের এখনো ওই জিনিসটা এখন আছে যে ফর্সা হলেই মনে হয় something, I don't know, because এটা তাছাড়া আমি কোনো মিনিং করতে পারি না যে why don't you feel that it's okay? But
it's really, you can't really, there's no explanation behind it. I don't see any explanation behind it.
There ain't.
But it is a fact, and I think slowly things are changing.
Yes, and I'm so happy about that, and I am going to be a little part of that, and I'm really happy about it. It's something that I kind of brought to this country. I don't think anyone took the initiative before me.
No.
এখন সাবিয়া সাচিকে দেখে a lot of people, especially in media, যাকেই দেখো তাকেই সাবিয়া সাচি ব্রাইট বানাই দিছে, to the point that ফর্সা মডেল দেখে এখন কালো বানাচ্ছে, they're like blue. They become blue just to but মানে honestly speaking, I think genuinely I'm the only person who actually had a vision and introduced this to this country.
No, it's true, actually. You did. I don't think I can think of anybody else.
No, me neither. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I did it.
We're so lucky that actually you did.
Thank you.
I'm really happy that you're doing this, because I think what you're doing and that little bit of effect that you're going to have on that girl who just realized, like, okay, you know what, I don't want fashion makeup, it's going to go on till the rest of her life.
Yes, absolutely. Did I tell you that one of my bride's picture got went viral, because she's really dark, and then she embraced that. And শুধু করলেই হয় না, you need to carry it. You need to pull it off. And that girl pulled it off so well. Oh my God, it's still, people are talking about it. I mean, I don't know if you have seen it, but this picture went viral. She called me, he's like, Apu, my picture's all going viral. And I'm like, oh, really? It makes me so happy. It just gives me that giddy feeling that, I'm sure সারা জীবন she thought, oh my god, কি হবে আমার কই যাবো আমি, you know, so I'm happy. Yeah.
Good. It's really good that whatever you're doing, it's really good work that you're doing. So, what about bridezillas?
So many. I think it comes with the job. I think it's something that you have to kind of deal with. I've become very good at it.
Yeah.
Like that. I have become, because when I was back in London, I think workload wasn't that much,
Yeah.
because we used to do one bride a day, and we used to get paid a lot
Okay.
for just one bride. So really, you didn't really have to fit in so many brides.
Yeah.
And I don't fit in so many brides. I actually can't do it.
Yeah.
I have a problem. I put too much effort on,
Yeah.
on a bride, and I think it worked in my favor when I was back in London, and initially when I started off over here, and I wasn't that busy because I could actually spend a lot of time with
Yeah.
the bride. But এখন that I'm getting a little busier, I think it's just backfiring a little bit, because I have a problem. I'm to be perfectionist type, but it should have been good, but actually it's not good at this time point of life, because অনেক time চলে যায়। And but I'm the type of person যে একটু ব্যাকা একটা liner I just can't deal with. You know, one of those things. However, coming back to bridezillas, so I meet a lot of them, and I think the best thing to do is to stay calm, be happy around them, and try and make them feel comfortable. Like, it's okay, no problem. You don't like this, I'll change it for you, and I'm very accommodating.
Yeah.
I don't have that, oh my god, participate na korte erokom type of
Why do you
attitude.
think they get like that? Because I remember when I was getting ready for my wedding, and I noticed that this other girl who got ready just before me, and she was like, auntie, amar eta ebhabe kore eta keমন হচ্ছে, and I actually turned up 3 hours late.
Oh god.
And Farzana Appa was like, Lisa, তোমার কি এত দেরি করে তুমি বসো বসো, and I was like, oh, I have to actually go in like 1 hour. She's like, what?
No way.
And the girl was actually there before me for 3 hours.
Okay, and
she
she
did her whole
still-
thing, and she's still sitting there like, auntie, amar eta ekটু like, but how do you? But why does that happen? What do you think?
I think some people, they know exactly what they want.
Yeah, that
It's a good thing and a bad thing.
Yeah.
I think I spent just recently, I had a bride
Yeah.
and the mother. Actually loved them.
Yeah.
The mother and the bride, I actually loved those two people.
Okay.
But while I was doing their makeup, oh my god, I spent so much time on them. I just fixing that bride's brow. It took me 50 minutes. She was just not happy.
50 minutes
50
on
minutes,
eyebrows.
eyebrows. And I said at the end, আমরা পরে আসি, we'll come back to it, because you don't have to get married, we'll go home, you can come with me, because তুমি এত time নিচ্ছ, she's so finicky. And I understand, you're
Yeah.
a lot like me.
Yeah.
I get it. I am very
yeah,
finicky.
yeah, okay.
See, I am as it is very finicky.
Yeah, okay.
আমি তোমারটা ঠিক করে দিব, you don't have to tell me.
Yeah.
But then it's her adding
Yeah.
it on. So yeah, I think some people know exactly what they want. Like for my wedding, I knew exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
And some, like I always say, no one could do my makeup. I think they would die. I would make their
Life miserable.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I know exactly what I want.
Yeah.
So when a customer comes who knows exactly what they want, that is a challenge.
Yeah.
Because
You have to do that.
you have to do that, right? And especially because it's a big day, you
Yeah.
don't want to upset them.
Yeah.
অনেক আশা, অনেক ইয়ে নিয়ে তোমার কাছে আসছে। But I think the people I can't handle or deal with are the people, ignorant people.
হ্যাঁ, আচ্ছা।
ওইটা আমার কাছে বেশি, I think I find
Yeah.
a bit, because we work really hard
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah.
Like for me, my work schedule is pretty much like from 9
Yeah.
till 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Non-stop
Yeah.
working on my feet. Sometimes I can't even sit, drink, or eat, because I have a studio
Yeah.
where all the brides, I normally take 5 brides a day, not more than that. And they're sitting there. And
Bridezilla energy, I could just imagine.
I know, right? So sometimes you can't even eat, because they're just staring at you thinking, আমার time চলে যাচ্ছে, আপনি খাবে?" And you're like, but the worst part is that, that I personally, I don't know about others, but I personally, I take a lot of time and I put a lot of effort. I do it with my heart and soul.
Yeah.
It's not because of the money.
Yeah.
It's not because of anything. I just do it because I love what I do, and second of all, because that person আমার কাছে আসছে with a lot of hope.
Yeah.
But যখন ওরা gives me an attitude like, you know, yeah, মানে
Yeah, I got it.
তখন it hurts.
Yeah,
And I
of
think
course.
those are the people I find a little yeah, but তাছাড়া bridezillas, I think it's I know how to deal with that. I'm used to it now, so it's okay now.
So,
It's not too bad.
About the fashion industry right now, like there's a bit of a change. Like
Yeah.
you know, there are darker models coming out
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything. And you've been doing really well.
I was.
Yeah, you even did a campaign for men.
Yes, I did.
You did makeup on men.
Yes, I did. And I did the man braid. Yes, I did. But I think it was more last year
Yeah.
than this year. I think one thing about this place is that people copy and it's so easily available in really calm price. And
Yeah.
so I think it's, I don't know how to explain this, but অনেক ইজিলি মানুষ কপি করে ওটার কমে তোমাকে করে মানে আসল যে ট্যালেন্টটা ওইটা কেউ অতটা
ইয়ে করে না।
ভ্যালু করে না।
Yeah.
So that's what I have realized. So প্রথমে যখন I actually did the whole pride issue,
Yeah.
that was the
It was gorgeous.
and that was the actually
Yeah.
the change in media makeup.
Yeah.
I think আগে তার আগে মনে হয় সবই different ছিল।
Yeah.
ওইটার পরে everyone wanted me to do the makeup, and then they found someone
Somebody
else
else,
who would
the
do it for
cheaper copy.
yeah. And now everyone does it with him, but I believe that যতই কেউ copy করুক can never
Yeah. You'll
do
never
what I
get
do.
the same thing, right?
Yeah. So প্রথমে I used to be a bit like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
I love doing all these
Yeah.
things. You know, I love media, I love modeling and shooting and all these things. But so যখন ওইটা হচ্ছিল, I felt a little like, oh my God, it was my pride. আমি করছি সব কয়টা। But এখন আমি realize করছি actually, first of all আমাদের বাজেটও অত বেশি না, second of all আমাদের যে থিম থাকে ওটা actually not that creative yet.
Yeah.
So I guess it's okay for
It's
them
kind
to
of like a form of flattery, right?
yeah,
Mimicking.
it is. You know, so
You have
it's
to
pretty
get
much
used
like
to
that.
that here.
Absolutely. Plus, I got super busy with brides. So
Yeah, you don't have the time right
I don't
now.
have the time. So yeah.
So
that's,
tell me something.
Yeah.
Like for somebody like me, okay?
Yeah.
I am very lazy.
Yeah.
And I hate doing makeup.
Okay.
But then, you know, I do want to look nice.
Right.
But supposing I have to go to work, I wake up and I'm like, I have to rush out the door and everything. Are there any tricks to looking good quick?
Yeah, absolutely. There's always this thing. For me, it's surprising that I also don't do that much of makeup. Before I used to. I used to try out every new trend that was out on myself.
Yeah.
But এখন যেহেতু I do so much makeup on others, I really don't get the time or
Yeah.
the energy at all to do makeup on myself. So few things that really works, easy and fun. I think concealer.
Yeah.
Really works.
Is it the cream or like the liquid? I'm just getting myself educated.
Right.
now.
I would say it's person to person.
Achha.
It's their own personal preference. For me, it's the liquid
Achha.
concealers.
Yeah.
It works best because I actually kind of use that as a concealer and foundation at the
Achha,
same
achha,
time. So I'm just gonna blend it all over my face. It hides all my blemishes and bags and everything. And a red lipstick always helps.
It's a staple now.
It's staple.
Yeah.
Always there. Mascara.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit of blush. It makes you look awake. And
I'm trying to memorize
yeah,
the list.
it's very easy. 4 things: concealer,
Yeah.
mascara,
Yeah.
lipstick, and a blush. Not
it
too
doesn't
bad.
sound, but it sounds
Okay.
easy. No, it does.
Okay, then you can skip the mascara part, I guess, because blush is very important. Blush actually gives you a little bit of youthfulness and makes you look more awake. So you need that in the morning. And lipstick, definitely, it always brightens you. I normally just wear my red lipstick when I'm in a hurry and then walk out of the house. I don't care. I can't. But if you do want to put a little bit of effort, why not? A mascara goes a long way.
So, do you have any like secret tricks?
I'm
trying to squeeze out all the information from
I
you.
have many. You're not getting. You're not gonna learn any
Tricks of the trade you won't. That's only normal. You won't share that.
Yeah,
It's okay. I still had to try.
Yeah, I know. I got. Oh well.
Okay, so what are your future plans?
Right now, I think I'm happy doing what I'm doing at the moment.
Yeah.
Inshallah, you know, if I do better. You
Yeah.
know, next year or the year after, I plan to expand a little bit.
Yes.
But I don't know what I'm going to expand it to.
Yeah.
But few years down the line, I do want to, obviously, you know, when I have my family and kids, I want to spend more time with them. So I don't think I can work so much like
Have you
I
ever
do.
thought of teaching?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I love teaching.
Yeah.
I've always loved teaching. Actually, while I was doing my O-levels and I was here, I was teaching.
Yeah.
That's how we did everything we wanted to do. So initially, that's exactly what my plan was. I'm hoping that, you know, 10 years down the line, maybe I
It'll
can
happen.
open up a school.
Yeah.
It might happen.
Yeah.
If I'm still in Dhaka. If I'm not, then God knows.
What about kids?
Kids, yes, kids.
Or actually, I know a dog, maybe. Soon.
Dog,
Yes.
yeah, dog is a good start, yes. Right now, I think we just got married,
Yeah.
you know, it's just been 2 years.
Have you gotten that pressure yet?
Oh, yes, every day, like,
It's like
every
you,
day.
you get married and then within 5 months, you're like, so
Yeah.
when
No, it was first, বিয়ে কবে হবে?
হ্যাঁ।
Oh my God, why aren't you getting married?
হ্যাঁ বিয়ে করতেছো না কেন
হ্যাঁ।
তোমার সময় চলে যাচ্ছে and
So,
everything.
to shut that up, you get married, and then it's that. So, প্রথমে একটু pressure ছিল, and then now I've kind of cleared it
Yeah.
out with my in-laws
Yeah.
and my mother.
Yeah.
That right now, I want to make the career, it's peak my
Yeah.
career,
And
right?
I think you need to also like live the married life.
Yes,
a bit,
absolutely.
Right?
You know, এখনো, you know, so many things to do,
Yeah.
so many places to go,
Yeah.
and yeah, so, you know,
And it looks like you guys are having fun. So
Yes, we're always having fun. We're happy. We are fun-loving couple.
Yeah.
We love working. We believe in working hard, playing hard. You know, we socialize.
Yeah.
We like that.
that's good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. It was
You're welcome. Thanks for having
it
me.
was a great
Yes.
pleasure, and I had a blast.
Yeah, same here. It was so good seeing you after so
I'm gonna
long.
go home and find my mascara and my blush.
Yeah,
and
and keep it
computer.
right beside your
Yes.
to bed.
Yeah, and wake up like
Yeah,
and gone.
It's pretty easy. You can try it.
So, do you have like any message you want to share with these young women out there? Maybe with dark skin or maybe not, just young women.
Yeah, I think dark skin or not, I mean, I feel like you should just embrace what you got. You're beautiful. God gave you. You're unique.
Yeah.
You know, you need to accept it and be proud of it. I think confidence is the best. Confidence makes you beautiful.
Yeah,
You know,
it
just
is.
to have it, own it, and yeah, just be yourself. I mean, that's me. That's what I am.
Yeah.
You know, and all my clients, I tell that to my clients as well. And I think as long as you are confident, you look beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's
Because everyone is beautiful.
yeah,
right?
in their own way.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Well, thank you
Perfect.
so much. I
Thank
wish
you,
you all
Lisa,
the
for
best.
having me. Inshallah, see you again.
See you.